Is the rematch of the century finally happening? Over a decade after their first mega fight, the whispers are getting louder. Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao Part 2. Is it real this time? Let's break down everything we know about this rumored blockbuster sequel. Let's rewind the clock. May 2nd, 2015, Las Vegas. The fight of the century. The hype was unreal, breaking every pay-per-view record in the book. Floyd Money Mayweather, the undefeated defensive wizard, against Manny Pacquiao, the relentless 8-division world champion. The fight itself, it was a chess match. Floyd executed his game plan to perfection, clinching a unanimous decision victory. But for many fans, it left a sour taste. Pacquiao later revealed he fought with a torn rotator cuff, leading to a decade of what-if scenarios. What if Manny was 100% healthy? Could the outcome have been different? That single question has fueled the demand for a rematch ever since. For years, it seemed like a fantasy. Both fighters went their separate ways. Mayweather had his swan song against Conor McGregor in 2017, retiring with a perfect 50-0 record. Pacquiao continued to defy Father Time, capturing another world title before announcing his own retirement to run for president of the Philippines. It seemed the book was officially closed, but in the world of boxing, you never say never. So, what's changed? Why are we talking about this again in 2026? Two major things happened. First, Floyd Mayweather, despite being officially retired, never really left the ring. He's been on a global tour of highly lucrative exhibition bouts. He's fought everyone from YouTubers to MMA stars, keeping his name in the headlines and his pockets full. While these aren't official pro fights, they show he's still in fighting shape and, more importantly, still a massive draw. The second, and arguably more critical piece of the puzzle, is Manny Pacquiao's shocking comeback. In July of 2025, at 46 years old, Pacman stepped back into a professional ring against Mario Barrios, a much younger, reigning welterweight champion. And what happened? Pacquiao fought him to a majority draw, proving he can still compete at the absolute highest level of the sport. He didn't just look good for his age. He looked like a world-class contender. After that fight, Manny made his intentions crystal clear. He wants a real fight with Floyd, not an exhibition. This brings us to the current rumors. Multiple reports have surfaced, all pointing to serious discussions for a rematch. So, what are the details? Right now, the fight is firmly in the exploration phase. Think of it as the blueprints being drawn up, but the construction hasn't started. No contracts have been signed and no official announcements have been made. But the chatter from insiders is too loud to ignore. One of the most exciting aspects of this rumor is the potential platform. Reports suggest that Netflix is exploring the possibility of hosting the event. This would be a game changer. Instead of a traditional, expensive pay-per-view, the fight could be streamed globally to hundreds of millions of Netflix subscribers. This model would revolutionize how mega fights are distributed and could lead to astronomical viewership numbers. potentially even surpassing the original. So, when could this happen? The timeline being floated is summer 2026, possibly July or August. This gives both fighters ample time to prepare. And where would it be? All signs point to the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas. It's the only city that can handle the scale and spectacle of a Mayweather-Pacquiao event. The two most likely venues are the MGM Grand Garden Arena, where the first fight took place, or the larger T-Mobile Arena. Now, there are a few hurdles. Floyd Mayweather, who will be 48 by then, has a busy schedule. He's already committed to an exhibition bout against none other than Iron Mike Tyson in early 2026. How that fight plays out and whether Floyd comes out of it healthy will be a major factor in the Pacquiao rematch timeline. If the Tyson exhibition gets delayed or is particularly grueling, it could push back any potential fight with Pacquiao. Another huge question mark is the format. Will this be a professional fight or another one of Floyd's exhibitions? Manny Pacquiao has been adamant that he wants a real, sanctioned professional bout that would count on their official records. For him, this is about legacy and redemption. A win over Mayweather would be the ultimate capstone to his legendary career. For Floyd, the calculation is different. A professional fight puts his pristine 52-0 record at risk. An exhibition, on the other hand, offers a massive payday with zero risk to his legacy. This disagreement over the format could be the biggest stumbling block to making the fight happen. Our best guess, they'll likely meet in the middle, perhaps a sanctioned pro fight, but with larger gloves or a different round structure. Of course, the news has been met with a very mixed reaction from fans. On one hand, you have the skeptics. They argue that both fighters are well past their prime. They see this as a cash grab, a nostalgia act that's 10 years too late. They worry it will tarnish the legacies of two all-time greats and would rather remember them for who they were in their heyday. There's a legitimate fear that it could be a slow, disappointing affair. But on the other hand, the excitement is undeniable. Despite their ages, these are not just any two fighters. This is Mayweather and Pacquiao. Their names alone still carry immense weight. The financial success of the first fight proves there is a massive market for this matchup. Many fans, especially those who felt cheated by the first fight due to Pacquiao's injury, are desperate for a definitive conclusion. They want to see if a healthy Pacquiao could have changed the outcome. The sheer star power and the built-in storyline are a recipe for a massive cultural event, regardless of their age. Let's be realistic about what a 2026 version of this fight would look like. We wouldn't be getting the 2010 versions of these fighters. Floyd's legendary reflexes might be a fraction slower, and Manny's explosive footwork might not be as relentless. But what they've lost in physical prime, they've gained in experience and ring IQ. Floyd's defensive genius and Manny's warrior spirit are timeless. It would be a fascinating strategic battle between two of the greatest minds in boxing history. Could Pacquiao's pressure finally crack the Mayweather code? Or would Floyd once again prove to be the unsolvable puzzle? In summary, here's what we know for sure. The Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch is a very strong rumor for 2026. Discussions are happening at high levels. A major streaming platform like Netflix is reportedly involved, and both fighters have reasons to want the fight. However, it is not yet a done deal. Hurdles like Mayweather's schedule and the professional versus exhibition format still need to be cleared. So, for now, we watch and we wait. Keep your eyes glued to official announcements from the fighters' camps or major sports news outlets. But the fact that we are seriously discussing this in 2026 is a testament to the enduring legacies of Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Whether you think it's a decade too late or the perfect final chapter, one thing is for sure: if it happens, the entire world will be watching. What do you think? Do you want to see this rematch happen, or should they leave their legacies alone? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates on all the biggest stories in boxing. We'll see you in the next one.